Hello and welcome to this video. I'm just going to share a little energy transmission with you guys, so thank you so much for tuning in. My intention with all of these videos is to assist in the frequency, vibration, raising of the frequency and vibration with one another and on Mother Earth. So it's not meant to be understood on a linear level, it's just meant to be felt. And I'm just going to set my intention now for this to be for the highest and greatest good of all in alignment with the highest levels of love light. And you can just close your eyes or not, it's up to you. Again, this is meant to be felt, really not watched per se, although sometimes I do some hand signals. And just wherever you're comfortable, focusing on your breath. Whenever I'm in these moments of just silence or connectedness, I invite you to focus on the body and on the breathing. I've been noticing there's people lately who I've been working with who are not connected to their body as well as they could be. And then they end up with something that is a sickness or disease, and the body's been telling them for a long time that something was wrong, but there's this disconnect to where they didn't even realize there was anything wrong. So just kind of focus on the breath. Ana ak ua du uk unu ur uk unu atina uk ua no ayan. No ana kia na kua. Tu ea na ia tu kuno e tia na ia ano kua. Tu ea e unua o ku o roa te titi na kua. Di statiki ni ana. Tu e tia na kua. Tu e na kia nawa. Tu ro kua. Ti tia na kua. Tu no kua tia na o kua. Tu ro kuros tia na kua. Tu kuno e tia na kia tanaka. O kudo e ao kunoa. Tua tia na kua tua na ki. Tia aku kuno a ti tia na a ukua. So I'm just setting my intention for this to be received from whoever is willing to receive for their highest and greatest good. Everyone watching, listening, feeling this video right now in this now moment. Tia na kua na tia na kutua tia na kia na kua. Tia na kua na te 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 te. Tus ok orstit ena kukuruk And these spider filaments, I'm seeing piezoelectricity, I always say that different, Tok onostoshtikini na kurshtina okoroshtititina okoroshtititititititititititi tokuno Oroa kuno etina kuno odo etina dide na kudo etidia to ukushi dide na kuno etina da edo etina na o kone a kudo etidia no kodide a o no na Ti sashikia na kue, ti na kia ta kurua ti na kukuno ti ano ana Tushti a ukuno okua. Ti ana okua ana a ua ua. Toea kuno etini ana kuno eti ana oa ku okua okuno a ti. Tuste etiki na kukuno atiana. And so we see you. We align with you on a cellular level. We align with you on a molecular complexity that your beingness allows. As the blood runs through your veins, so too electricity runs through your dimensional time stream. Articulations. And we are in alignment with higher levels of light that you seek to align yourself with, for you are already there. You are already existing with us now as we share these messages with you, as we share these connections with you to remind you of where you are already at. The akukunu urustistastikidi anakukuto etiet at akukunu ati ikinikitina. And as you strive to reach to get there, you realize that your molecular activity is stumbling upon a higher capacity to uplift outreach to all of those in need. For all of those that are in need are activated off of your molecular complexity as well. For as you strive to reach your higher dimensional aspects of you, so too do the others around you seek to line up with your transmissions. I'm seeing like sonar waves going out of the heart, and I'm hearing like womb, womb, womb. And as these energies bounce back, they trigger people to wake up. They trigger people to get out of the time stream that they were stuck in before on a seemingly molecular level, but mostly on a substructure that has been subatomically particleized. Lots of plays on words, guys, here. Into the refinement activity of the neurocomplexity that we are all activating in these dimensional aspects of us. So references to the human body and to a lot of the subliminal programming that we've received over the courses of our lifetimes. As we wake up the tailbone, many are feeling their tailbones on the tail of some type of aha spectacularization. So I'm seeing seeing like an aha moment, but also reference to the Kundalini and also reference to, I mentioned this in another video, a lot of sciatica, lower back stuff going on for a lot of individuals. And what's happening is that tailbone is was really heavy for a lot of people, and it's starting to wake up and come online and vibrate. And it can make people feel uncomfortable, but this is just one layer of the messages that are coming through right now. Toetia na kutoetia akua ono atia na tostitia na kutoetia na kukono ukrustististikimia no kutorstitidististime kutorstit it akunukuatinia. People expect to align themselves and to realize these physical aspects of themselves, but there's so much more going on in such a chemical, a molecular, expansiveness, electricular level that many are not knowing that they are experiencing. And so it is our ability to respond to these activations that then gives others the light that they need in order to respond to these activations as well. Take care of yourselves. Have patience with yourselves. Have patience with others. Take care of how patient you are with one another. For many people are still triggered in their pain. Many of those are still triggered into pain. So this is two different variations and multi-variations on this. This can be emotional, physical, and so on and so forth. Many of those who are coming online through the heart are activating into the pain of others, and they do not necessarily understand why, where, or how this is coming into them, into their being. They take it on as their own heart pain, and oftentimes it is many lifetimes of uneven distribution of energies. Cellular memories are waking up, remembrances of past lifetimes, future lifetimes, or even memories from this lifetime that were pressed. I see him like compressed into like an iron mask or an iron, like a waffle maker, and then heated up. So we are helping to let the steam release, so to speak. And this is reference to physical as well as the earth. So more references to steam, more references to volcanic activity, more references to, I see like zigzags lining up. So they have to move a little bit to line up. And as this happens, steam is released that is old energy that has been withheld from the ability to be integrated. It's been like gas bubbles, so to speak. And this is also in the body. So many people are having these things that they were holding on to, and they're going to come out and like... I'm hearing like so many different versions. Some will be anger, some will be light language, some will be writing. Honor whatever it is that comes through. Do not try to block it any longer. For it is an aspect of you, me, us, we, all, that needs to be expressed. For it needs to be seen, felt, heard, understood, because that is what the physical third dimensional world was created upon in alignment with density. Yet as this density is released from its impaction, so to speak, so I'm having reference to like the teeth also. Think of an impacted tooth, right? It can be wrapped around the bone, but then when it's released, there's a lot of pain and swelling associated with it, and then that'll eventually go away once that impaction has been removed. It needs to be expressed, otherwise it will just go into another impaction, into reaction. And the reaction, again, referencing back to patience, 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 patience. And I'm visualizing a hospital with a lot of sick people. So there's these hospital and we're being taken under the wings of divine. So there are light workers that are taking other beings under their wings without taking on their own drama, letting them work through it, so to speak. And drama is a play on words, guys. It's a play on words. So allowing people to express their drama in their own words without judgment, without impatience, and without saying, okay, I'll take that from you and make it my own. It's allowing them the shade to sit under, or I should say, allowing them to bask in the light of their own sun, their own energies that will then shine through to assist them in becoming stronger. And again, the hospital wing, you know, if you were in a hospital, you wouldn't be impatient with someone who is sick in the hospital. Patient. You would treat them as a patient. And that means care and soothing and allowing and recognizing, recognition. I see you for the light that you are, and I will give you the opportunity to heal thyself. For in the healing of one another and the healing, letting people go through the healing that they need to go through, it heals all. And this is in relationship to the earth. It's in relationship to our galactic counterparts as well. So recognizing that we are not the only beings in the world. We are not the only beings out there. We are not the only versions of ourselves. And so as we heal, so too do all of these expressions of life heal. And this is also assisting in the animals. This is assisting in water. It's assisting, okay, now I'm being guided to go into talking about water. So water has memory, and as we activate the memories within our water in our bodies, we are connected to Mother Earth in all of this. And so the more love we give ourselves, the more love we share with the Earth, the more she is then able to express through love in her own physical form. So feeling and keeping in mind that the physical form of Earth is sand, is water, is fire, is all of these expressions that we have within our own body. So again, it's the more love we can share with Earth and the more love we can share with one another, the faster the healing process will occur. And that will create people to, you know, some people are impatient with that, but the more that we can express our patience with that impatience, we will then allow the healing to actually occur faster rather than suppressing the healing by saying, you know what, I'm over it, I'm tired. I'm seeing a lot of people going, I'm over you, you know, you're, you know, judgment, judgment, judgment. So granted, on the other flip side of this, I'm hearing, guys, it's okay to cut cords with people who do not wish to heal. There are those, they have the freedom of choice and they do not wish to heal. It isn't part of their conceptualization in this now moment. However, with the raising of frequencies in the future, they will have other opportunities to then bring it forward, so to speak. So again, reference to a lot of light workers feel like they need to, I'm hearing, pick up the pieces and move on. So a lot of the light workers feel like they have to stick with this individual or these people who really need their help, and they are bound and determined to fix them. And in reality, we all know that we can only fix ourselves, and by starting here, it will fix everything else. Fix is the wrong word, but remembering the more that we fixate on one problem, or the more that we fixate on how something should be, or why something is not the way it should be in the manner that we feel or think that it should be on a third dimensional perspective, the more it fixes us in a less flowing, moving, integrationally aligned being. And so the reminder is that there's a constant flow, there's an influx and an outflow, just like the breath. If you don't breathe, you don't live. So if breath is movement, the universe is constantly breathing. And the more we can come into alignment with this flow, this inflow and outflow, the more we can allow and let go of in alignment with others as well. So not fixating on a person that needs to change, not fixating on a situation that needs to change, not fixating on why things aren't the way that they are. We start within, we start here, and then we bring it forward into our field of awareness, therefore connecting with all others' fields of awareness. When we bring this into our field, we are bringing it into all fields. We are bringing it into the grids. We are bringing it into the earth. We are bringing it into the air. We are bringing it into the water. And therefore, again, we have this impact, back reference to this tooth, this impacted tooth that wraps around. We have this impact on the impaction. And it vibrates the impaction in order to uplift and break apart these old energies that no longer serve the new grids, the new earth, the new expressions of where we wish to be, and actually where we are already at. So the other message is that we're already here. We just don't see it. And so we see what's right in front of us. The cones in our eyes are deceiving, is what I'm hearing. So I'm being guided to share. I was reading this book that I have had huge synchronicities around. And one of the quotes is about the universe is an eyeball. There was a quote in the book from another book, so I can't tell you where it is, but I'm sure you guys have heard this before. You've all seen that picture of the cosmos that looks like an eye. And it's thinking about this eye, this eyeball that looks around. But think about the way, if you look at an eyeball and the way it works with the cones and the refraction. I mean, it's kind of what the message that I'm being guided to share is that we're only seeing from this eyeball in a physical form. But we are the eyeball of the universe. We are connected to that giant all-seeing, all-knowing. And I say this with love, guys, because a lot of people are going to go, ooh, eyeball, or oh, all-seeing, all-knowing. It can be misinterpreted. So again, the interpretation that we give from our perception is based on the field of knowingness that we are in that perceiving. So some people are waking up into fear because they're just like the movie The Matrix. They were in this, plugged into this belief network, this belief system. Then they woke up. If you guys haven't seen that movie, not to freak you out, but it's a really good representation on a very lower third dimensional, fourth dimensional perspective, or another dimensional perspective. That's not really how dark it is, but from some people's perception, it is that dark. Some people see us as being plugged into this controlling neural network of darkness and all of this. And if that's what they wake up into and they don't get out of, it's like waking up within the dream, then waking up again within that dream, and then waking up within that dream. Lots of references to Alice in Wonderland. What's upside down is right side up, and all of that, or through the looking glass. So remember that the looking glass that we are looking into is the choice. We are choosing to hold that looking glass. We are training our eyes to see things in a certain way. We've been trained since childhood to assimilate information in the manner that our parents, schools, government, and so on and so forth have taught us. Yet what's happening is we are all waking up, unplugging from this system. And so we will be seeing things from another perspective. The important message that's coming through is to assimilate that energy from the cones in the eyes and going into the triad of the heart. For when we are in the heart and we are able to perceive these new gifts, so to speak, from a higher perspective, so it's like the people I mentioned before that come online, their third eye awakens, but their heart isn't open, then they are seeing things from a fear-based environment, and they're seeing things for what they really are from a non-higher heart perspective. So it's just like someone who's very logical that's cut off from their right brain or divine feminine or creative aspect, and they don't see anything other than that logical computer type personality. We're being asked to branch out a little bit broader and not take things for face value. And be patient with one another, because some people are completely unplugged from their spiritual, so to speak, aspect. Their crown chakra is closed, their heart chakras are closed, and so certain things are activating and coming online at different times for different people. And I'm also being guided to share that our hearts can open and can close based on where we're at. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. In love and light, patience, open that heart. Namaste.